and welcome back. We are here with another episode of our Decades Legacy Challenge, and as you can see, we are here with Siobhan. She is feeling pretty tense from being at work today. We are in the year 2011, and we are in our second trimester of an unwanted pregnancy. We are going to need to get her on board with this pregnancy. But as we know, Siobhan is also wanting to move back in with her brother Joe in Oasis Springs. So I am just going to have her go ahead and give her brother a call, and I'm going to have her talk with him and see if he is on board with them possibly moving in with him. She's just going to let him know that she wants to move in with him and see how he feels about that. So she's going to call him and she's going to chat with him, and she's just going to have a little bit of a conversation with him and just tell him, like, I understand that you are on your own, but I was wondering if you would care if we moved in with you. I have just recently found out that I'm expecting again, and I don't necessarily want to live out here in Komorebi any longer. I am really missing being at home, and I really want to move back home. I know that it'd be really weird having a family living with you, but I was wondering what you'd think. And I do think Joe would be okay with Siobhan moving back, so he's going to tell her that that's okay. She's just going to go ahead and get herself a little bit of water here. She's feeling a little bit parched. So she is going to move them back on home. But first, I'm going to have her go, and we are going to need to take her to a birthing class because I want her coming to terms with this pregnancy. So I'm going to send her off to a birthing class and then to counseling. As we know, Dean is okay with the fact that she's pregnant. He was not at all upset with the fact that she is expecting another child, but he is still struggling a little bit with the fact that, you know, she is upset about that. And so I think that he is thinking to himself, if maybe we move in with her brother, she will come to terms with this a little bit better and she'll maybe be happier. And so I think that he is thinking that maybe this move might be good for her. She'll be around family, she'll be around familiar, you know, surroundings, and she might come to terms with this a little bit better. So he's hoping that this move back will be good for the family as well. So when she gets back from her counseling, we will go ahead and we're going to pack them up and we are going to move them. I'm going to go ahead and put their marriage certificate in Dean's inventory, and we will go ahead and make sure we have everything out of the house that belongs to them. I don't think that we had anything else that we had unpacked, so everything should be good. It looks like Matteo is just down here playing a little bit, which is super cute. He is feeling a little bit hungry, so we might get him to come in here and just eat this grilled cheese and tomato soup. And you are hungry too. Is there anything in here for you to eat? Maybe you can get some leftovers. So I'll get Dean and Matteo to go ahead and grab themselves a bite to eat, and then we will let Siobhan just finish out with what she's doing. It looks like she went ahead and went to her birthing class. It says this is a little more active than Siobhan expected, but if it helps, fine. And now she is at her counseling, and she will be in her third trimester in 13 hours. So we definitely want to go ahead and get her moving on. It'll go okay. Taking birthing classes helped her prepare. All right, let's see if she is ready to make peace with this. No, not quite yet. Let's get her to discover the birth gender, and maybe that might help her come to terms with this baby a little bit. And then after she discovers the gender of the baby, we are going to go ahead and we're going to move them back to Oasis Springs and in with Joe. So they're going to travel overnight, and they will be back home in the morning. All right, so she is pregnant with a baby, and it is going to be a boy. So let's go ahead. We are going to have her go, and we're going to move households. So let's go ahead and have her move the family. Okay, we have officially moved in with Joe here in Oasis Springs. Joe is feeling pretty parched. I'm going to go ahead and order him a water bottle because he's going to need that. Because I do have that mod in my game where they need water now and he's feeling parched. So we're going to get him a water bottle, and that way he can get himself something to drink and he won't be thirsty any longer. So we'll get him a water bottle and he can take care of his water needs. Let's just go ahead and put that there for him. And let's get him to put that in his inventory, and then he can refill it.
Sorple moosh. Oh, Discoofa. Snahab.
All right, and how are we doing? You are feeling a little bit hungry. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take care of everyone's needs. It looks like Siobhan needs to go to the washroom and get herself something to eat. And it looks like you are also feeling a little bit hungry. So go ahead and get yourself something to eat. Eat the hot dog or the chili, fine. Do whatever. Oh, she's just so terribly distraught over the fact that she is pregnant, and I feel so bad for her.
Oh. Almost. Sycophoof. Wanafaj lika. Parsafe proben. Lemino. Quar gorbane. Oh, Demise. Lissarak. Some busy.
All right, so Siobhan's going to come in here. She's going to have a little bit of supper, and she's going to chat with everyone. She's going to thank Joe for letting them move in with her, and they are going to have a little bit of a conversation here. She's just going to have a conversation with him about letting them move in, and she's going to invite him to fill the baby. Obviously, she is going to tell him that she is having a little boy, and he will obviously be really happy about that because, as we know, they are really close. Her and her brother are best friends, being that they're twins.
Oh, Bouchard. Clark.
All right, she really does need to...
Navy. Huh?
Once she's done talking to him, go back to another counseling session for the child, and then I will have her go ahead and go to bed.
Pinaruja Sapa Axine Kleboon.
Pator, Dobie.
Oh, Risha Rebo.
And I'm going to go ahead and assign this bed in here to them. So assign the right side of the bed to Dean, and assign the left side of the bed to Siobhan. So I'm going to get him to come on in here and go to sleep. And then we'll assign this bed to Joe. And we'll let Joe come in here and go to sleep.
Lamita Grant.
Oh, look at him rub the belly.
Finale Wisp. Oh, Demise.
I think Joe would be like really excited that he's going to be an uncle again, and he would be trying to convince her that this was a good thing. I know that she's not happy about it. She thinks it's an unwanted thing, but I think he would be like, why are you so upset about the fact that you're pregnant? Like, you're married, you already have one child, like, what's the big deal? And she'd be like, well, I don't really know. I just wasn't really necessarily wanting another child. And he'd be like, you guys are settled, you have good jobs, you are happily married, like, what? I don't understand why you think this is such a big deal. So it doesn't make a lot of sense that she wouldn't want another child with her husband that she's happy with. And Joe can't seem to make much sense of it. And so it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to him. She still can't make peace with this pregnancy at this time. So we'll have to keep trying. And everyone is currently asleep. It looks like Matteo is up here in his room asleep as well. So I will check back with you guys in the morning. All right, so it is the next morning. It looks like Dean has woken up. He is desperate for a wee. He's just going to go and have himself a little bit of a bathroom break here. And I think that at some point today, he's probably going to want to go ahead and talk to Siobhan about the pregnancy and just tell her, like, look, I understand that you are really not on board with this pregnancy, but I am excited about this pregnancy. I am really excited about the fact that we get to try again, and this time it's something that I want. And I think that he would just be like, you know, I understand that you are struggling with this, but I really would like for you to come to terms with this. I really would like for you to come to a place where you're happy about this baby. And, you know, I want us to have a loving family. And I think that he would just tell her, you know, this is what you wanted for so long. And, you know, we are, you know, a happy family. We are a loving couple. And I think that he would just be like, you know, everything is going to be okay. It really is. So he's going to enthuse about the pregnancy with her and just tell her, like, you know, everything really is going to be okay. So he is going to ask her about the pregnancy. He's just going to make sure everything is going okay with it. It's nice of you to ask. I'm in my second trimester. I wasn't really wishing for a child right now. Pregnancy has its good days and bad days, but overall it's a beautiful experience. So they're going to go ahead and they're going to go together to a parenting class. And he's hoping that will help her come to terms with this a little bit better. And Joe's just going to keep an eye on Matteo because, as we know, he is Matteo's uncle and he has, you know, a good chance of being able to take care of him and he will be able to bond with him a little bit. I'm just going to get Joe to come on in here and maybe serve some breakfast. He can do some eggs and toast. Hopefully he won't burn the house down, but he's going to do some eggs and toast while the parents are out. All right, we really do need to get you in a career, sir. So we'll get him in a career as well. What is it that he's good at? Let's take a look. So Joe is good. He's chronically ill. He is neurotic. He likes cooking. Okay, great. He has perfect pitch. He is slow to parenting. He has strong charisma. And he is not good at acting. All right. So he is good with music. Maybe he can do something with music. Let's do indie band musician for him. So he needs to reach the level 4 of guitar or violin. So we'll let him practice that when he's done cooking. But Matteo walked in. He saw him catching everything on fire. He thought that was pretty funny. So he's come in. He's going to talk to Joe here. We love that. And it says Siobhan and Dean can now take family leave. It says Joe has really enjoyed living where he is, but he feels like it's time to maybe move somewhere else. I don't think so. Joe likes being where he is. So that thought is not something that we're going to meet. Well, I thought you were going to finish cooking that. Finish cooking those eggs and toast. And then you can go and practice. All right, let's see how Siobhan is feeling now. And if she is any closer to wanting to go ahead and accept this pregnancy. She can make peace with the pregnancy. So let's go ahead and have her do that. It says she's now ready to try to make peace with the pregnancy if she feels so inclined. And we definitely do feel inclined to have her do that.
Oh!
So she's going to make peace with her pregnancy. And let's see what that says. She is in her third trimester now. And it says she has made peace. Things won't be easy, but she's decided she can get through this and will make the best of the situation for herself and everyone involved. All right, so she's happy about this, or well, maybe not happy so much as she's made peace with it, so we love that for her. And so, can you resume this? Because he is clearly having trouble finishing these eggs and toast. She's like, I can resume it because I want some of them. Great. He clearly needs a serving of them as well. All right. Why are you not eating them? She's like, I've really got to pee.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh. Snahab. Ah. Ugh. Oh.
Starful? Beamy.
Eat these eggs. There. Alright. There's clearly a glitch where they don't want to eat, but thankfully I am more stubborn than they are.
Oh,
Alright, Dean, you need to get yourself a bath.
And a fall.
And let's take a look at the calendar and see when Matteo ages up. So he ages up next week on Wednesday. Alright.
Shippy Zerf. Ravobi Happyam Hebony. Yibs, Happyam Fro.
So Joe's like, did you finally come to terms with your pregnancy? And Siobhan's like, yes, I did. I'm finally able to come to terms with this. I've made peace with it. And, you know, you're right, Joe. I don't know why I was struggling so much with this, but clearly I was. But you made a lot of sense. And talking to my counselor about it, I feel a lot better about everything. And she's like, I don't know what my problem was. So she's feeling a lot better now, thankfully, which is good. Look at Joe up here in his treehouse that they played in when they were kids. So cute. So she's just getting a little bit of television time in because she clearly needs that. She is really having struggles with needing to go to the washroom, and she's feeling angry from her hot-headed trait. But aside from that, she is really doing well as far as her needs go, as far as her feelings go, and she is really enjoying the fact that she's back home. She had really missed being here in Oasis Springs, and I think being around her brother really helped her quickly come to terms with this pregnancy. It has really made all of the difference in the world. She's feeling much more at ease here in Oasis Springs, and we absolutely love that. Look at him snuggle Matteo. I love that.
Wow, Renee.
So Joe's just going to get in a little bit of fishing, and it looks like she is just coming in here to play a little bit of a game, get her fun up a little bit, which is fantastic. Joe's just like, I want to fish a little bit in the pond. It has been a long time since he's done a little bit of fishing, so he's just going to go ahead and get some fishing in. I think it's probably been since he was a little kid that he's gone fishing, but he is really wanting to just relax and get some fishing in, so I think that's great. And so we love that for him. He's like, ooh, this is so much fun and so relaxing.
Dorna.
Maybe Dean can come out and go fishing with him, and they can do a little bit of bonding. Matteo's headed himself off to preschool for the day. Why don't you get yourself a little bit of water? What are you feeling sad about? Should I be more lenient from being strict? Oh, that's super sad. She's really struggling with the fact that she feels like she's being a little bit too strict with Matteo. And so she is feeling kind of sad feelings about that. Maybe she is going to have to stop being so strict with him, and then she can stop feeling those feelings that she's feeling. It looks like the fish were a little too crafty for the guys.
Shuffle porme. Ziwawa. Sula. Arab rep shanib. Galna.
Sul.
Oh, Matteo has reached potty level 3 while he was at preschool, which is fantastic. So Siobhan is just going to go ahead and ask Dean if he will accompany her to her childbirth. And then we are going to go ahead and we're going to call the obstetrician,
Corzini
and we are going
sanguinario.
to figure out which way we're
Moochie
going
Pete.
to have this baby. I think we're going to go ahead and have us a natural
Let's go.
delivery. Yes, let's
Alba.
choose that.
Sir.
Nash.
Homeric. Moochie Peachy.
Ibonji.
Did he say he was going to come with us to the birth? I'm glad you asked. I will be there for you. Okay, great. She's like, thank goodness you're going to be there for me, because honestly, I don't think I could do this by myself. And he's like, well, you would never have to do this by yourself. Why would you ever think that I would make you go through childbirth alone? And she's like, I don't know. I just was worried about it. Really, pregnant lady climbing up the treehouse? I mean, that's totally realistic. He's going to go in and have himself a little bit to eat here. And it looks like Joe and Siobhan are just hanging out in the treehouse like they did when they used to be children. They're just having a really good time up here in their old treehouse. I love that for them.
Luci.
Meshka Craney. Shunik Laba Arbe. Bikoya Slam. Wadida. Abrupt Banorla. Ma Spec. Tira. Nizo. Nizabuna.
Slappa. Eboy,
Oh.
plea the stack. Snows garzo. Chorp janil. Vanu waxola nu. Inaplavar.
Sibuna Torb Farbe.
Ah, so shum.
Klarshin.
You know me.
Ah.
Look at how cute they look in this treehouse together. All right, so they're just hanging out here in this treehouse. I absolutely love that for them. And they're having a little bit of a conversation. They're talking about old times. And they are just really spending a lot of good quality twin time together. He's asking her about her pregnancy and how she's feeling. And she's like, I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling confident about this. I've finally come to terms with it, and I really think I can handle it. And he's like, that's amazing, Siobhan. I'm so glad that being here at home and being, you know, back in your old surroundings has made you feel so confident and so like you can handle things. And she's like, I think that it was just the medicine that I needed. And so we absolutely love that. Why are you not eating? Can you please eat something? Because honestly, you're actually quite hungry. Go ahead and eat eggs and toast.
Ooh.
So it was exactly what she needed, was to come home, and then she could come to terms with everything that she needed to come to terms with, which is fantastic. I'm just going to have her go ahead and get out of the treehouse and go to the washroom, because she could stand to use the washroom now. And we'll just leave Joe there to kind of ponder life. He's probably thinking to himself, like, everyone's moving on with their lives, and I am not married, and he probably should be considering getting himself married. I should probably find him someone that he could be in a relationship with. It does look like he is, he does have a little bit of romance with this Christina Samuel. Let's go ahead and invite her to come over, and we'll see how they get on, and maybe they can go ahead and continue with their relationship a little bit, and maybe they can get themselves married, and he can have himself a little bit of a relationship as well. I don't want him to stunt his life and not be able to have a bit of a relationship because his sister has moved back home. I still want him to be able to, you know, have a life and possibly a family and a future as well. And I don't want that to stop just because we have our sibling, like just because he has his sibling that has moved in. If for whatever reason he wants to move forward his relationship with this Christina Samuel, then he could always get married and he could move out of the family home. And Siobhan and Dean have a difficult family dynamic. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna say no to that. I don't know why. I don't know why it thinks they have a difficult family dynamic.
Bombadil.
Rachel is calling. Do we want to answer? Sure. So we've invited her in. We're going to go ahead and do some romantic things with her and see how things go. And who's this? Maggie Hines. Okay, well, Maggie Hines, we are a little busy right now. Oh, and Joe goes to work in an hour.
Yabo.
Okay, Rachel, we can't talk to you right now.
Egg.
Ah.
Siwa.
Burrito. Ho ho.
Siwa.
Camus band
Oh,
trip.
Del
Chef
Roy.
lit. Ralafoy. Yeah. Snubara. Dubna Timfi. Watanini Chaff.
So I'm just going to get Dean and Siobhan to introduce themselves to this girl that she is that Joe has kind of invited over and is in a relationship with, or not really in a relationship with, but is interested in.
Oh,
And maybe they can obviously get in a relationship. I would like for them maybe to be in a relationship. He's going to ask her if she's single, and we're going to find out if she is in a relationship currently, or if they could maybe get in a relationship.
Dupsa.
Sanadayola? Oh, she'll be around.
Quaz new
He's learned that she is single. Okay.
My beach.
Ten trip. Miss Epony.
Yep.
Zimastay. Lamish.
Woony cross bronca.
Ah.
Noosh, noosh, gonay.
Shubi Rao. Fenoy. Oh. Bemoisa Fenay.
He's totally missing work right now so that he can flirt with this girl.
Go. What's up, boo?
You won't believe it, but Sherry Abernathy is such a sweetheart, and I'm in love. Oh, congratulations.
Oh, second A. Oh, in a bosh. Yasin our bibid.
Ask her to be your girlfriend, Joe.
Oh, imu yib. Dirishi.
Oh, they seem to really be getting on well.
Shazzle. Oh,
Huh.
Risham. Oh, Slangy. Oh, Satork.
Oh. Oh.
He's like, I just want you to be my girlfriend. I'm skipping work for this nonsense.
Ebony.
Wadisa.
Ah. Mwah.
Bash. Borima Hinaba.
He's like, will you maybe be in a relationship with me?
Yasin our bibid.
Oh. Chiba?
And she's like, yes. Okay, so these two are in a relationship.
Jim
He's going to go ahead
Whipsy.
and head himself off to work now. Matteo has just gotten back from
Brought
school,
to Kansas.
so that's fantastic. It looks like
Mashallah.
Siobhan went and got herself into bed.
You know.
And Dean, you need to go to the
Lampima,
washroom.
ukinik, saf.
Look at Matteo. He's like, I'm home. Does anyone care that I'm home? Let's let Matteo go ahead and talk to Christina.
Oh, Shabby Daza, Oba.
Oh, Sarbs. Bummer.
All right, you need to get up and get yourself something to eat. You're feeling really hungry. Joe's off to work. Siobhan is up. Again, as we know, she's in her third trimester. We're just waiting on her to go into labor. Mateo's talking to Joe's girlfriend, Christina. And I'm just going to get Siobhan to get herself a little bit to eat here. All of the food in the kitchen has gone off, and Dean is just cleaning up a little bit, it looks like. All right, eat that hot dog.
Go for Flosie.
Look at her rubber belly. Aww. She's like, I love you, little sunshine. We love that. All right, so she's going to go ahead and eat. I really do want you to eat. And then, Dean, you're going to go ahead and go to bed. And Mateo's going to go ahead and go to bed. Siobhan, eat that bloody hot dog. There you go. How are we doing on our pregnancy? We are no going back. Give birth and question mark, and we're craving healthy food. Why don't we go ahead and let you get some of your craved foods? All right, Christina's decided she's going to go ahead and head off. Siobhan's going to go ahead and get herself some of her craved food. And then I'm going to go ahead and get Matteo to head off into bed here. So he's heading off into his room so he can get a little bit of shut-eye. And then once Siobhan comes home from getting herself some craved food, she can get some sleep as well, which will be fantastic. And we are just waiting for her to go ahead and go into labor, because as we know, she is very, very close to going into labor. So I will check back with you when everybody wakes in the morning, now that she is home and heading into bed. So I'll see you when they get up. All right, so we are up, and it is like 2 o'clock in the morning. Siobhan has gotten up this morning. She is feeling like she's in a forgiving mood. I don't know what that's all about, but she's in a forgiving mood. She's going to go ahead and get herself a little bit of something to drink. It looks like Dax, our brother, has just aged up to a toddler, and Leon aged up to a teen, our other brother. So everyone's aging up in the game, which is fantastic. We absolutely love that. Now we're just waiting on Siobhan to go ahead and go into labor here. She is getting really close, I think, for that. She has looming anxiety. It says the anxious feeling looms over Siobhan as she discovers something new about herself, a fear that wasn't there before growing inside, ready to overcome her into paralysis at any moment. Well, what is she anxious about? Probably the upcoming birth. If we're being completely honest, she's probably nervous about that because she knows that she's going to have to go into labor. And if we're being honest, that is no cup of tea. It is really difficult sometimes for her when she has to go into labor. Oh, we don't want to make pet meals. We want to let's make egg whites and toast. So let's go ahead and get her to cook here. Anyway, she's gonna have to deal with that pain, and I think she probably is feeling some anxiety over that. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to have her cook a little bit of breakfast here. It is very, very early. It's only like 4 o'clock in the morning. But we are going to just cook a little bit of breakfast so that when everybody gets up, they can have some food ready here, which will be great. I do know that Dean is starting to get a little bit hungry, so we will have him go ahead and why don't you come resume this because she clearly couldn't finish it. So he's going to eat a plate of that, and then we'll come and we'll get Joe to grab a plate, and why don't you come and grab yourself a plate as well. Grab yourself a plate of it. Why will you not eat this food?
Yibsy.
Oh.
Haga, Ritz.
Sit down, Dean, and eat that.
Tepsoturib. Genuix a flan. Sabe. Domodan. Schmezzo yibina. Ukaru. Wafitab. Muchipichi. Masti scorpina.
All right, so everyone's having their breakfast, which is fantastic. It does take a little bit of work getting them to eat, but they're eating, which we absolutely love. It looks like Matteo's coming down so that he can have a bite to eat, which is great because then he's going to be fed. And then I'm going to get Siobhan to come, and she's just going to fill the cat bowl, and then there will be food in the cat bowl. Actually, I'm not going to have her do that because it's not necessary. The other one is full, and technically they only need one cat bowl filled. So we'll just leave it. We are just waiting on her to go ahead and go into labor here. It is 2012 now, so we have made it 1 full year. And usually I would go ahead and leave this episode here, but I do want her to go ahead and have her baby. So I am going to continue on until she has the baby, and hopefully we can go ahead and see the baby be born.
Zappin Quarjabin. Shimray. Mons of Zarde.
She's like, I am about to pee my pants.
Yips.
Boolane the Gellner, Schmoony Newboon, Short Wop.
Alright, so she is just watching her face. And let's take a look at her baby. We're going to measure the baby.
Comoda. Vip Swabby Tabi. Darb Tenig. Sabate Bana.
Your baby is the size of a watermelon. At almost 40 weeks of pregnancy, the baby is the size of a watermelon. On average, the child measured about 51 centimeters from head to heel and weighs about 3.4 kilograms. Good to know. What can she get the baby? She can get the baby some toys if she wants, or bassinets, or a dresser, or a changing table. Okay, I'm not going to get anything for now. I also want her to order... Oh, she just went into labor. Okay, let's go ahead and head her over to the hospital. Oh, body care shop. That's what I wanted. Okay, so she's got the body care shop. We can do the Aveeno shop and get moisturizers and stuff. All right, we'll do that later. For now, though, let's go ahead and let's take her to the hospital and we can go and have this baby. So we're going to join her with Dean. We'll leave Joe and Matteo at home. All right, we have welcomed ourselves here to the clinic. Welcome to the clinic. Feel free to make yourself comfortable and ask one of our obstetricians if you need anything. You can try doing some labor-inducing activities such as taking a walk or doing exercise on a birthing ball. You will go into active labor once you are 10 centimeters dilated. All right, let's have them check on the baby and ask them to check dilation. The baby's heartbeat sounds normal. I know contractions can be intense, but you can handle it if you take it moment by moment. And here it says, pregnant in labor from trying for baby. All right, so we're going to go in with them, and we're going to go ahead and have them check our dilation. I would wager to guess that our dilation is very, very low because we just went into labor.
Oh, glaring ploofy. Benash, bin for hep.
We're currently 1 centimeter dilated. She's like, oh my gosh, this is awful. What does this say? Her contractions are definitely uncomfortable but manageable for now. And can it be true? Is this happening? She doesn't know what to do or what to think. She realizes that her calm and relaxed birth is quite simply going the way of the dodo. She just had her water break, so we love that for her. Dean's trying to keep her calm, but I think that she is well and worried. Let's go ahead and have her go and take a walk. So let's get her to go for a walk, and then we'll get Dean to give her a back massage, and then she can do a little bit of exercising. So let's just do that. So she's going to just go for a bit of a walk here. We're just going to fast through this. So she's just walking herself around the hospital here and trying to go ahead and get herself more dilated so that we can get closer to having this little one. And as we know, we are having ourselves a little boy, so we will need a boy name, but I do believe that I have some boy names on the wheel still, so that we will be able to go ahead and roll for the baby name. And she is, after she goes ahead and finishes her walk, we'll go ahead and go over to Dean and just see if she can get him to go ahead and give her a little bit of a back massage, because I do believe that she is struggling a little bit now. It looks like she is feeling a little bit angry. Let's see what it says, if I can get that to show me what it says here. It says, I'm done from early labor. Why is this taking so long? She knew it would be painful, but she did not sign up for this. The contractions are intense stabbing pains that are making her feel irritated. She can't help but snap at everything and everyone around her, and anything to distract herself from the pain. Just get this baby out already. And She's feeling scared from going into labor. The contractions have started and pain is more than Siobhan suspected. She's having trouble understanding what is happening to her body, and her mind keeps racing all the ways that things can go wrong. And she's not ready. She knows it doesn't make sense, but the thoughts of giving birth is making her sad. This baby has been a constant companion of hers for so long, and she's not ready to part with them. Not yet. She would like some space to sort out her feelings. And she's thirsty. Okay, we're going to have to get her something to drink here. All right, honey. Are you about done with your walk?
Ugh.
She's like, yeah, I need a back rub because I am hurting. So let's go ahead and get her to get Dean to give her a little bit of a back rub. She's like, can you give me a little bit of back rub, baby? My back is killing me because of this labor that I'm going through. And he's like, yeah, honey, I can help you. And she's like, thank you so much because I am really struggling. He's like, I'll do anything to help. Anything at all.
Oh, Belaine choosing. Kenny Bula.
All right, so we will go ahead and get him to give us a bit of a check of our dilation once we are done. All right, so see, he's helped us with our back pain a little bit. She's just going to get a little bit of exercising in and then grab herself a drink of water here, and then she's going to get the obstetrician to go ahead and check her dilation. Dean, honey, go to the washroom. There you go. Charles Haskins has aged up to an adult. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to get us a drink and go and check our dilation. All right, let's see how far along we are dilated now.
You know, sup?
He's like, go ahead and lay back and let me check your dilation. And she's like, okay, doc. All right, so we're going to go ahead and check this and see how far along we're dilated. We are currently at 5 centimeters dilated. She's still got a little ways to go. I'm going to go ahead and get her to exercise here again, and then she can do a breathing exercise. And we'll go ahead and get him to give her an epidural. And hopefully that epidural is going to help her with the pain a little bit. Oh, thank goodness that worked for her. She's in agony. She can't think about anything else besides how much pain there is. All right, she's going to get herself a little bit of sleep. Her pain relief from receiving the epidural has really helped her, so now she's getting some rest. Thank goodness for that. And so she's going to rest a little bit, and then once she gets some rest, she's going to get up and we'll get her something to eat.
Memlet. Kiyarba Uchima Tissawe.
What is your plan for food? Are you going to have yourself a sandwich, or are you going to opt for the chocolate? Because honestly, we have so many different... Oh, you're going to get a plate of something. Okay, you go, girl. She's like, I'm not messing around. I'm getting a full plate of food. Okay, you do you. She's going to get herself a full plate of microwave dinner here.
Buena soup.
So, as you can see, Dean's checking on her. He wants to make sure she's okay. She's like, why?
Buinde. Safin. Goinji. Derbatreus. Muy beam. Oh. Famu. Flubagorg Frieza. Benoi.
He's like, how's everything going, honey? How are you feeling? And she's like, this is the worst pain I've ever felt. But that epidural did help some. And he's like, oh, that's good. And she's like, yeah, I'll be really glad when I have this baby. I mean, I'm a little scared. I'm really not sure if I'm ready to have the baby yet. I wanted to hold on to the baby a little bit longer. It's just really, you know, surreal thinking that your baby isn't going to be inside you any longer. And, you know, you're going to miss that being pregnant feeling. She's like, but at the same time, like, I'm ready for these pregnancy feelings of, like, being in labor to be over with. So I'm really just torn. And he's like, I understand. And she's like, I don't know that you do. So I'm going to have her go and just get herself a little bit more rest because she is feeling a little bit tired. And so we'll have her rest just a little bit more. And once she's done resting, we'll have her go ahead and do a little bit more exercising. And then she can do a breathing exercise. And then once that's over with, we'll go ahead and we can have them check on the baby. And we can get them to check our dilation. Go ahead and wake up. Let's do some work. We gotta work. Otherwise, this baby will never be born. She's trusting the universe. I'm not sure what this nurse is upset about, but this nurse is clearly upset. Alright, so we're just going to do a little bit of a breathing exercise here after we did our exercise. And then we'll go ahead and we'll have the doctor go ahead and check our dilation again. She's like, Doc, can you check on the baby? The baby's heart rate is slightly higher. That means they are getting an adequate oxygen supply. Okay. And we are 9 centimeters dilated. We're almost there. Let's exercise one last time. And then this baby should be ready to come. All right, Doc. Check me again. I should be 10 now.
Oh,
Am I 10? You're 9 centimeters. Are you kidding? Let's get Dean to give us a back massage and some exercise.
Be Rolf.
She's like, Dean, can you give me a back massage? I'm about to die here. And he's like, okay, love, I'm on it. He's like, you're almost there, honey. You've got this. You're doing so good. And she's like, it hurts so bad. And he's like, yeah, but you're almost there. This is the home stretch. And she's like, okay. I've got this. All right, so we are going to go ahead and ask to check the dilation one last time. Oh, let's just give birth. It's time. It's time for us to give birth to this baby. She's like, Doc, where have you gone off to? All right, so she's going to go tell the doctor that she is ready for this baby. She likes easy listening music. Okay, that's fine. They must be listening to easy listening music in the hospital, and she's like, that's my jam. But it is time for us to go ahead and give birth to this baby. So she's going to head on back here to the table, and we are going to go and we're going to give birth to this little boy, which is going to be super great. So let's go ahead and give birth to this little one. What is going on here? She's floating in air. All right, Dean, wake up.
Gel? Oh, Slurfapator, huh?
Look at him run. He's like, oh crap, I'm gonna miss it. Yeah, if you don't get in here, you are. All right, so Siobhan is pushing, and we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna have this baby, which is super great.
Kiss him! Follow Varpasa Dibawis. Wabarani Zimze. Lahoya Merch. Short, Ballon de Frange.
And it's a boy. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to open up the wheel and we're going to give it a spin. And we are going to name this little boy Edward. So this is Edward Montes. So little Edward is currently being born. Come on, Edward, you get done this. Oh, Siobhan, you've done so great.
Shimaraga.
And as you can see, they are super thrilled to have little Edward join them. Oh, we love that. And she has decided that she's felt really calm and cheerful lately. She wants to temper down her hot-headed behavior and embrace the change from hot-headed to cheerful. Yes, let's do that. I love that. All right, so she is now giving birth to their second child, and we absolutely love that. Let's go ahead and let Siobhan and Dean go on home to the little one, and we will see Edward at the house.
Clavar.
So let's go ahead and go on home. Okay, so we have arrived back at the house. This is little Edward in his crib here at the house, which is super, super cute. And we love that. But guys, I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in our next episode of our Decades Legacy Challenge, where we are going to be seeing little Edward age up into an infant and continuing on with this loving family, which is going to be super exciting seeing him grow up. And we'll be seeing maybe Joe potentially move on with his relationship, which will be exciting to see. And everyone just continue on in this manner, which will be just so great. I am loving them and this family so much. So guys, I will see you guys in the next one, but until then, I'm gonna go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.